Hello. So today I want to tell you about the really beautiful game from Two Tomatoes called Coral. This game plays 1 to 4 players, and the solo mode in it is actually fabulous. It is one of my favorite solo mode games to play because it is such a puzzle. So in this game, there are 4 different types of coral available in the different colors. And then you also have this bag, which you will use for solo play. You're going to put all of the pieces in there and draw them out one at a time. So you are making a coral reef. And in the multiplayer game, your goal is that you want the most of your coral symbols visible when viewed from the top. So this is definitely kind of that spatial puzzle. So to start out, everybody has to place a piece, and we are trying to cover this central cube. So once everybody has done that and things are placed, then everybody is going to place their coral token on a different color than their own. So you place that, and what that means is on your next turn, so you have your pieces and you're trying to get all of these placed because that's what will trigger the end of the game. So on your turn, you're going to look and see where, if I was this player, I am touching yellow. That means when I place my piece must touch yellow. It doesn't have to be the yellow that my piece is on, but I have to touch yellow. And in this case, there's only one yellow, so I can place it any way I want. And you can place it so that it is hanging off and is not supported. However, whether you're playing friendly or unfriendly, if this falls, if we're playing friendly, I get to pick it up and put it back on. If it falls when we're playing unfriendly, it's out of the game and I lost out of those points, and I always play unfriendly, so you'll want to be aware of that. So that is an option for your turn, is placing a piece of coral. Or for your turn, you can move your little piece in an orthogonal pattern, not running into other coral, and levels don't matter. So let's say I really wanted to place on white instead. So I could use my turn to move this down here. I couldn't keep going this direction because that coral's there. And now on my next turn, I can place touching white, which maybe is better for me because I feel like that's going to get me more sunlight. Now let's say I really hate where my little piece of coral is placed. I can use a turn to do what's called float. So I simply take this away. That's my whole turn. And on my next turn, I place it back anywhere. So it does waste some turns to do that when other people may be placing pieces. But when you can place again, you might then be able to place right on top of them, which could be really beneficial. Obviously, too, like if a piece is here, I can't come in and place on top of it. So those are the basic placement rules. And then when the game ends, you look down from the top, and whoever has the most visible symbols is the winner. Now, the solo game is what I really love in this as well. So, okay, those are all the other language cards that comes with it. In the solo game, you are going to use one of these setups that it shows you, and you will set it up exactly as it shows, and that's your starting setup. Every other piece of coral will then be in the bag, and you are going to draw it out one at a time. And you'd be like, well, why don't I just pick my color and that color wins? Because each of the 4 colors of coral has 3 different scoring conditions that are going to gain you points. So for the game, you shuffle these up and you pick one for each of the 4 colors of coral, and you then have to do your best, still following the placement rules based on the coral. So you're still restricted in where you can place, also trying to meet the requirements of each types of coral scoring conditions the best you can. So sometimes a coral wants to be covered up, and the more visible symbols it has, the worse you're going to score. Sometimes it wants to be kind of in a contiguous line and all together in order to score more points. So it gets really puzzly and really thinky, and I love this solo. I think it is a fantastic implementation. I love this game. They have another game called Islet that I am on the hunt for because I haven't been able to find it. So if anyone has a lead on where I can get that game, please let me know, because I absolutely love coral. The pieces are beautiful. They're really nice quality. They're wood. I think this is a great game, both solo and multiplayer. I would love to know if you've played it. What do you think of it? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.